The parable of the 10 bridesmaids. At that time the kingdom of heaven will be like 10 virgins who took their lamps and went out to meet the bridegroom. 5 of them were foolish, and 5 were wise. The foolish ones took their lamps, but did not take any oil with them. The wise, however, took in jars along with their lamps. The bridegroom was a long time in coming, and they all became drowsy and fell asleep. At midnight the cry rang out, "Here's the bridegroom, come and meet him." Then all the virgins woke up and trimmed their lamps. The foolish ones said to the wise, "Give us some of your oil, our lamps are going out." "No," they replied, "there will not be enough for both us and you. Instead, go to those who sell oil and buy some for yourselves." But while they were on their way to buy oil, the bridegroom arrived. The virgins who were ready went in with him to the wedding banquet, and the doors were shut. Later, the others came. "Sir, sir," they said, "open the door for us." But he replied, "I tell you the truth, I do not know you. Therefore, keep watch, because you do not know the day or the hour."
Hi, I'm Abby, and I'm going to be reading some of my favorite verses that I have memorized some of them. The first one I have is Proverbs 15:1. Gentle words reflect anger, but harsh words make temper flame. So the reason that I picked this one was because, the reason this is one of my favorites is because I help out in a lot of my classes in school, and if I just used harsh words toward people, I think that it would, like it says, make temper flare, and I don't think that would be very good. The second verse I have is Proverbs 11:12. Pride leads disgrace, but with humility comes wisdom. The reason that this is one of my favorites too is because often I think that me or my friends, we find ourselves being too proudful, or having a lot more pride than we probably should have, because like we passed a test, or we got elected into new government, or we're helping in class today. And I think that if we all try to use humility, we are going to get wisdom with it, because I think that sometimes wisdom and grace, instead of being prideful and a little too ambitious, I think that wouldn't be a good idea. The next one I have is Proverbs 4:23. Guide your heart above all else. It determines the course for your life. Why this one is my favorites is because if we guide our heart and we really think about what we're letting into our hearts and our soul and our brain, then if we guide that and do the right things by studying God's word, or by listening to the right music, or even reading the right things, I think that'll help us on our course for life. And then I have Proverbs 39:5-9. They feast on the abundance of your house. They give drink from your river of delights. For you is the fountain of life, and in your life we see light. So this shows that God basically can give us everything we need. Like it says, we can give the abundance from his house, and we can drink from his river of delights. The second part of this is, your love, Lord, reaches the heavens. Your righteousness is like the highest mountains. Your justice is like the great deep. Your Lord, presents from both people and animals. So this shows that even when we don't think God is there, he's definitely there, and he's always with us. Along with the Psalms, I also have Proverbs 12:1. To learn, you must love discipline. It is stupid to hate correction. And being not old enough to decide what I want to do yet. If I listen to my parents and I love discipline, and I hate when they correct me or I yell at them or talk back. Then the course of my life is going to be pretty screwed. The next one I have is Psalms 39, 5-9, which is also one of the other ones that I have mentioned earlier. How priceless is your unfailing love, O God. People take refuge in the shadow of your wings. So this one reminds me of my great-grandma's favorite song, Eagle's Wings, because when God's taking care of us, he's kind of like how a mom bird takes care of her baby birds. She gets them food, she makes sure that they're healthy, and I think that's important. And then Psalms 12, 7, 8-13. My heart has heard you say, come and talk with me. My heart repents, Lord, and I am coming. So if we follow the Lord and we tell the Lord that we're coming, then we're going to learn to get to know him more and maybe even ourselves. The last two verses I have is Psalms 18, 20-21. The Lord rewarded for my going right. He restores me because of my innocence. So if we follow the right thing, the Lord is going to reward us, and he's going to help us on basically the course of our lives, like I said earlier. And then Psalms 3:35. The wise inherit honor, but the fools are put to shame. So if I look at this, I think that even if we're smart, just don't gloat about it or be prideful, like I mentioned earlier. Because if we do that, then, well, like it says, we're going to be put to shame. But if we're wise and we're humble, then the Lord is going to give us honor. So those are a couple of my favorite verses. And I hope you have a great day. Bye.